Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back.
We're back.
Week 10. No Michael this week.
He's sidelined.
O'Lena's got new merch.
Let's go, baby. Big B's, big B's.
O'Lena had a very good week on both sides of the show. How you feeling?
Shit, I mean, up over 20 burgers, it looks like. And
Yeah, just this week between the two.
that's crazy. I would call it a bounce back, but it's never really went the other way, you know? I'm the only one positive in both shows, right?
Well, you're the only one positive in NFL.
Oh, shit.
No, yeah, but that is also true. So, yes.
Interesting.
So, yeah, we got Week 10 here. Week 9 was fun for all of us Notre Dame fans.
Fuck yeah.
Got to enjoy a pretty awesome game. The Hoosiers are 3-0 as well. O'Lena and I are the two IU guys.
The top 10 Hoosiers. Who would have ever thought we'd see that day, dude? That's such a 2020 thing.
Yeah, I got this like dope Reddit post that my friend that I lived with at IU sent our group. It said, all right, this is what IU should do. They need to obviously win all their games, but when the Ohio State game comes around, say, oh, we
COVID.
have say we're suspicious of COVID amongst our team.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, so what's the tiebreaker? Like, how would we win the Big Ten East?
Yeah.
But he never responded. So, like, I guess I don't – I
think it's higher ranked, isn't it?
I know it has something to do with, like, your mutual opponents or something, or maybe – I don't know exactly what it is.
Yeah. But if they're both undefeated, then –
right.
I think it would come down to ranking. That's what normally happens for tiebreakers like that.
Right, and usually the ranking is representative of whichever team has the tiebreaker. But I don't know, because if that happened, we would probably play like Northwestern or Purdue for the Big Ten championship.
Damn. Is there – yeah, because I think Maryland might have been – Ohio State's best chance to slip up other than IU, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Tom Allen is a guy that would get on board with that either. Like, Tom Allen's like –
no. Yeah, I don't think so. He legitimately thinks IU is a playoff contending team.
Yeah, we're good. It's crazy how young the team is too, like at like key positions. Like, our average age in comparison to the rest of the Big Ten is like insanely low. So, I mean, he's doing a good job, like turning IU from like a team into like a program kind of thing. So, I mean, IU could stick right around that. They'll probably go to they could be like the third or like fourth team to look out for every year in the Big Ten between them, Penn State, Wisconsin, and then, I don't know, Michigan's just going down the fucking toilet now.
Yeah, they are. That'd be awesome if IU was like a top 20 team, like every year, like top 25-ish, hanging around there.
Yeah, I mean, last year, like, just seeing them get ranked was, like, super exciting. And then, like, this year we're a fucking top 10. Like, it sucks. It sucks because people are like, "Oh, it's COVID."
Yeah, I know.
But like they are playing like at least a top like top 20 caliber like team in the nation.
Yeah, they are definitely deserving of being ranked at the very least. And I mean, the way I don't have any problem with them being ranked number 10 right now with everybody else's resume in comparison. I think they're well deserving of that spot. They have two. I know Penn State is fucking terrible, but I mean
they also have like 3 injuries at running back, and
yeah, now that guy just retired from. Did you see that? The guy had like a heart issue, like non-COVID related, but they're one of their running backs. It sounded like he was their best one at Penn State, just retired from football altogether from this crazy heart thing he had.
Wow. So, well, anyways, Go IU. We got Michigan State this week at Michigan State. So hopefully it's not too trappy because IU has Ohio State in 2 weekends. So, and we saw Michigan State also beat Michigan, who we just beat. So
Yeah.
just got to stay. Like their first halves are always so incredibly strong. As long as they can get ahead in the first half, like Michigan State should not be a problem, and IU start 4-0.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're one of the Michigan State seems like a team. If you put your foot on their neck early, they're not a team that's gonna muster a crazy comeback with. I mean, you lose to Rutgers like that. I mean, your morale is really low. So all you got to do is start hot, and you should have the game.
Yeah, and this will probably be the first time Indiana's ever been number one in the Big Ten East in November, like ever.
Yeah.
But anyway, so let's not much other to talk about from Week 9. I mean, not too much other disruption. The AP poll came out, Alabama won, Notre Dame 2, which I'm fine with, and then Ohio State 3, Clemson 4.
Yeah. And honestly, if I had to put like who's actually the better team, I would throw Ohio State at 2, Notre Dame at 3. And
right, I think it's
honestly
just
like what I thought was hilarious. Like if I had to put like if they played a round robin, the top. It goes probably Alabama. I'd throw Alabama 1, Ohio State 2, Clemson 3, and Notre Dame still 4. Even after that win, like that's just how I would foresee that going. But
right, I would say like 3 is definitely like I wouldn't be upset.
That's fair. Yeah, that's very fair.
In the playoff, it doesn't make a difference because it's all neutral site. 2 and 3 play each other first.
Right.
But that's a good point. And I'm not. We don't gotta get into the playoffs too much. I just we like updating it a little bit. Once we get closer to playoff, there's going to be a lot of playoff implications within these games that we'll definitely touch on when we pick the games we talk about as highlight games.
Yeah.
But it's definitely coming up. I mean, the middle of the season has definitely gone by fast, past like month or so. It just seems like it's flown by. But got to keep savoring this football while it's here. But anyway, let's update you guys on where everyone's at college football through Week 9. As we mentioned, O'Lena, big week, plus 9.8. Only had 5 plays, went 3 and 2, but hit the Dusky for 10 units. BYU minus 2.5 might have been the easiest cash we've had on the podcast for a do or die. So yeah, that takes O'Lena up to 34.1 profit units on the season. 31, 23, and 2 overall, and 5 and 3 overall in the do or dies. Michael, I can be a little mean since he's not on today. I won't be too mean. Shit the bed, just like I have in NFL all season. But 0 for 6, 0 and 1 on his do or die, minus 11 units for Week 9. He's still in positive for overall, but I mean the gap between Michael and O'Lena is almost insurmountable now. It's going to take something special. I've actually overtaken Michael now. So Michael drops to plus 6.5. And now I actually won the week for units barely, just because I had a couple extra plays. So I went plus 9.94. So I only edged O'Lena out by 0.14 units. My best week, easily my best week of college football on the podcast this year. So that gets me out of the hole, and I am plus 8.34, pretty even record. So now O'Lena has 4 weeks won. I have 2 weeks won, and Michael has 3. So O'Lena has a 25-ish unit lead on me and about a 29.5-ish lead on Michael. I mean, we got like 5 or 6 regular season games left in the season with buys and stuff. So, I mean, it might be parlay time. Just like on the deuce piece. I mean, I don't know what I can do. I've pulled myself back together, gone up 15 the last 2 weeks, but I mean, yeah, you're on fire.
That was a big week. Yeah. Oh yeah. So I had back-to-back ones like that. I was big. Michael was close. So to his defense, he got that his other do or die, the was it Army and Air Force? That game got postponed, which was a 5-unit play. So that could have like swung his. It could have been an 0-7. Yeah, it could have saved his week, and he still went plus 5 units, or it could have made it
really thrashed him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's not much more to update outside of O'Lena still got more than a comfortable lead now, but still comfortable. But anyway, you got any more comments for Week 9 before we get into some Week 10 games?
Just the Irish, the way they pulled that off, like when Ian Book fumbled on like the 3-yard line.
Oh my God.
Like that, dude, like how many times have we seen that movie? Like that was like, okay, here we go. Like
here we go again.
Yeah, like here come Clemson's gonna march down, take the fucking lead, which they didn't do on that drive, but then I honestly was so like when they got that stop, that 3-and-out after that, I was like, okay, fuck, we're back in it, and then we just punt it right back to them. But for them to go on in a 2-minute drill type offense and score to force overtime, and then after letting up a touchdown in the first play of overtime and finding a way to win that was so unlike the Notre Dame
Kelly move. Yeah,
like Notre Dame MO to win games like that is just, I mean, crazy. I would have in my if I had to take predictions on how Notre Dame would win that, I honestly wouldn't even have wasted my time throwing in the overtime 47
right. Yeah. Like me and the owner of the place I work at, I was like, man, what do you see this game being at? This is like Thursday, so 2 days before the game.
Yeah.
And he said 24-0, and on the podcast I said 23-0 or 20. He said 24-20, and I said 23-20.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know who will win, but I just think it's just going to be kind of back and forth. And obviously the overtime added 21 points to the final score, but going into overtime ended up being
33 all. So I mean that's still a ton of points.
Right. I mean, over got crushed, which you don't really think of Notre Dame and you think of the over getting crushed. So
yeah,
I mean, good on them.
Hell yeah, huge win for the Irish. Now we just gotta survive this BC scare, and it should be a.
Yeah. Speaking of that, let's make that the first game we talk about today. So we got Notre Dame against Boston College. Our tweets have been revolving around the Twitter sphere about how this is the same exact thing that happened after we beat number 1 Miami. And still had an undefeated season. Then we played Boston College and lose. And back then, you're pretty much done and out of the national championship game after a loss. So Notre Dame's going to Boston College this weekend. They're going in as 14-point favorites, and the over/under is 50.
Yeah. This Boston College has been like the kryptonite for an amazing Notre Dame season, like ever since I can remember. And I know I was not alive for that, or was I alive in '93? You would
have been like 1.
Yeah, I could have been like months old for that one. But the same shit happened in 2002 when Notre Dame was 7-0, I think. No, they were 8-0, just had beat Florida State on the road at Florida State. Notre Dame was number 6, beat number 11 on the road, and they came back home and played Boston College, and they lost fucking 14-7. Like, lost that game, ruined their perfect season. They still had to play USC that year, and they got shit on by USC, but nonetheless, it still ruined a perfect season for them. A lot of storylines with Jerkovich being over there now. He's been playing pretty good. I think I said last week on the show that I liked BC or Syracuse to keep it close with BC, which they ended up doing. But I think that was a classic look ahead, honestly. I mean, Syracuse is fucking terrible. Boston College is – I mean, if they're smart, they're not going to throw anything new or anything that they don't typically do in that game, which is about as well as you can prepare for a team. Syracuse. Right. So it's like – not going to show much, so I don't put too much stock into them struggling against Syracuse last week. Notre Dame has struggled with Boston College in the the year where they lost to Stanford in the final game of the year, they like with Jalen Smith was on the team, they almost lost to him in fucking Yankee Stadium. I mean, Boston College gives Notre Dame problems, so and it's the red bandana game on top of all of that. So this is like a perfect fucking recipe for a Notre Dame loss here. And I almost want to take BC money line just to fucking mush it so it doesn't fucking happen.
Right, just to like reverse.
Yeah, but I don't know if I want to take that as a do or die or just put it on my card just to like I'll take the loss. I don't give a fuck. Just I'm
right. Take the 14 points kind of thing, or money line right now is sitting at plus 425 for Boston College.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna add that on my card just to fucking mush the pick so the Irish can get the win. I'll take the fucking sacrifice. I'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, the odds makers are giving Boston College a legitimate chance or like possibility of winning this game at about, I think that's like 24%-ish kind of. Yeah, about 24%. I really like Notre Dame to keep rolling. Boston College has shown, especially in their game against Clemson, they were routing them through the first half. It was like 28-10.
Yeah, they were looking great.
But I mean, I have not gone near a Boston College game yet this year because you don't really know what you're going to get with them, which is also what makes this game very scary. But I really like the under. I think Notre Dame's defense is really, really something special this year. Obviously, Clemson scored plenty of points, but, I mean, they didn't do shit in the first half. And I think Boston College is a first half kind of team, especially like you look at Clemson and you look at like the good teams they play. So if Notre Dame can keep Boston College to like anywhere between 7 and 13 points in the first half, I don't think they get over 20 points. And I think Notre Dame's gonna. It's kind of tough coming off that game because I mean the defense especially, I hope is ready to play. But I don't know about the offense just because you have 2 extra overtimes. I'm sure there's plenty of kids that were out partying after that, like against rules.
Yeah.
So hopefully they're ready to play enough to win. But I do like the underplay here. I think the defense is kind of like the stronghold of this team. And credit to Ian Book. He played amazing on Saturday.
Yeah, he did. He shut up everybody that saying he couldn't get it. I mean, he literally won that game. I mean,
yeah, I would agree. But like same thing, like the season's 11 games including the ACC tournament, 13 including the playoffs. So I mean, I think this is the defense is just the defense has shown up every single week except for like the first half against Florida State. That's like the only.
Yeah, that was a weird. There was like
35 to 20. Huh?
I think there were some turnovers too, though, on that. But yeah, I mean, they let up like what 20-something points, 20.
Yeah, it was 35 to 20 after the first half.
Yeah, that was weird.
So that's about it. I mean, the defense is crazy good, and like once it starts getting colder, I feel like it's just gonna be better for the defense also.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then once we go down to, I think it's in Miami this year. So once they go down to Miami, it'll be warm again, and then we're gonna have to just hope the offense keeps up with the production. So, but anyway, I like the under. Just kind of see it as like a slow game, kind of bouncing off the big game against Clemson. So that's kind of why I like the under.
Yeah.
All right, so the only other game we're going to do is our Hoosiers, starting 3-0. First time we beat Michigan in 33 years. I mean, Tom Allen and this IU squad is just breaking a shit ton of records. Obviously, it's not really saying a ton because they've been so ass for 25, 30 years. But actually, we were decent in the 90s for like a year or two. But anyway, that's not really saying much. But 3-0. Tied for first place in the Big Ten East. We got Ohio State in 2 weeks, but before that, we're going up to Michigan State. Indiana's coming into this game as 7-point favorites, and the over/under is 51.5.
Yeah, they can. So they're going to be able to take sole possession of first place in the East with a win this weekend, correct? That's how it works. Just
Yeah, because Ohio State's Ohio State.
Right. So, and this is technically that'd be week 5. They'd still be in first. Well, they'll be, week 5, correct?
Well, we haven't had a bye week, so it would be week 4 for the Big Ten.
Oh, okay. Do they? So do they play Ohio State in week 5 then, or is there a bye in between?
Right. Yeah, we play them week.
So I mean, going into week 5, that's got to be like a record though for how IU would be in first. So yeah, if they can handle business in Lansing, it'd be fucking awesome. I also took Michigan on my card last week to reverse mush that.
Yeah.
When I hated that Michigan pick. That was such a dumb pick. I'm so happy they put, like, Michigan is so fucking dead. Like, embarrassing program right now. But I honestly, I mean, I think you said it before we started recording, I think a little bit, like, Tom Allen, he just gets them fired. Like, I don't know this for a fact, but it just seems like he gets those fucking guys fired up for anything.
Oh, yeah, they love him.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't think there is such thing as a letdown when you're not historically good at football and you're on a fucking heater. Like, you're trying to go rip Michigan State's fucking face off.
Right.
Carry your momentum into another great week of practice to face Ohio State. So, I don't see IU slowing down at all. So, I like IU in the points here, definitely.
Yeah, I mean, I still follow a couple friends that are still students down there, whether they're doing master's or undergrad, and like it's a fucking party house down there after it's crazy how into football this campus is right now. Like I think the players see it, the staff sees it. I think it's just kind of building a certain culture right now that's super exciting for this program. Indiana, including the 2019 season, in this season are 11-5 in their last 16 games. So I mean, that's really saying something. I don't know about Michigan State. Michigan State is another one of those weird teams. Like we talk about weird teams like Boston College. I feel like they're very similar in like they never play a full four, like the full 4 quarters or the same 4 quarters. So it's kind of like
a while anyway.
Right. And it's kind of trappy for IU. Hopefully they're not looking forward to Ohio State too much and just kind of keep doing their stuff.
Yeah.
I do absolutely love this if it drops to 6 or 6.5.
Yeah.
There's no reason to think IU shouldn't win this game, but I do really like the over. I don't think Michigan State's defense is very good, and their offense has shown that they're prone to being able to turn the ball over plenty of times. So it's not on my card, but I would definitely lean for over 51.5. It is going to be very cold in Michigan this weekend, so that's probably why it is set so low, because the Midwest has had unseasonably warm weekends to start the past 4 weeks. So hopefully the weather doesn't play in too much. Hopefully they don't get like bullshit lake effect snow, but over 51.5, I like that if it's not like freezing.
Nice. Okay. So that's all the games.
Yeah, obviously, as everyone watching this knows, we've had 3 SEC games canceled this week. There's a couple MACtion games going on right now. But besides that, not the most exciting card. Last week's card was amazing,
that was one of the best ones.
It was awesome. Florida, because we went IU Michigan at noon. I mean, especially from like an IU guys like us, like IU Michigan at noon, and then Florida Georgia at 3:30 was one of the best football games I've watched this year.
That was nice. Florida's for real.
Yeah, dude, Kyle Trask is like he's probably gonna go like his stock has gone up so like we already knew he was good, but his stock is so high right now.
Yeah, to do that against Georgia, like I mean, his stock can't get much higher, I don't think.
Right, exactly. Like that many points against arguably the top 2 or 3 defense in the country.
I mean, statistically, it's Mississippi State somehow, but Georgia's, everyone knows, the best defense in the SEC. And I mean, he just fucking had him on a puppet string. Like, he was doing whatever. And credit to him, he threw that pick early. Was it a pick six? I don't know, but that pick early, and he bounced back and
they threw a pick six to go.
Yeah,
down
it was a pick six. And he didn't let that affect him, and still ended up whooping their fucking ass. That's crazy.
Yeah, if there was a single GM out there that doesn't have Patrick Mahomes or Deshaun Watson or Russell Wilson on your team, and you weren't watching Kyle Trask, then you're really fucking up at your job.
Yeah.
That kid is amazing.
This quarterback class might turn out to be pretty damn good with
it's going to be so good. Yeah.
Mac Jones, Trask. I mean,
Justin Fields.
Yeah, I mean, these guys, I think there's going to be some shuffling around on who's number one. I don't think Lawrence is like the clear-cut number one necessarily. Like, I mean, he probably is, but I think we'll see some shaking around here. Like, especially if Mac Jones continues to light it up. I mean, he's breaking every Alabama record. Like,
no one's talking about him at all, which is nuts. Just because
there's still a lot of football left to be played. Like Lawrence missing that Notre Dame game, not like a Heisman moment, but it would have been like a Heisman week for him to like go in South Bend, beat Notre Dame, like put up a shit ton of points and yards. Like the backup did it, so I mean we can assume he would have done it too. But yeah.
All right, yeah. So that being said, let's get into our cards for Week 10. Do you have Michael's picks on your phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it.
So let's do Michael's picks real quick, and then we'll get to ours.
All right. So Michael has a decent card.
Wait, is Michael? We all won our do or die 2 weeks ago, right?
I think we did, yeah. He went 2-0 on his. I went 1.
So Michael's just on a 1 losing streak.
Yeah, he's on a 1 losing streak right now.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, for the do or die. So he has Florida International +9, Army money line, Miami money line. That was another game we could have talked about, I think. Miami's number 9, and they're playing on the road at West Virginia or Virginia Tech, and they're 2.5-point dogs. This happened like, I want to say last year. It was Miami at Virginia, and Miami was the ranked team and Virginia was favored. And then they ended up fucking losing. So these bookmakers know something. Michael thinks they don't know shit and is taking them money line. And I don't know what those odds are, but we'll find out when we tweet it. He also has Colorado and Stanford under 54.5. Then La Tech.
Yeah, but he picked the most whack-ass games.
I know, dude. This board is nuts. And then he also has Northwestern -3.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And then he also has a money line parlay.
Oh, God. Here we go. He knows it's time.
For one unit. This is not his do or die. This is just for 1 unit. And we don't have the odds on this yet.
If you say it slowly, I can plug it in as you say it.
All right. So it's Arizona State.
Okay. I just got I'll have to find all of them.
Yeah. Here, Texas Tech for West Virginia. Those are probably earlier games. They're not playing each other, but both teams.
You said Texas Tech money line?
Yeah, Texas Tech money line, and then West Virginia money line. Coastal Carolina too, and then Arizona State.
Oh shit, that's 5 teams?
No, 4. Arizona State, Texas Tech, West Virginia, and Coastal Carolina.
Okay. I have 2 of them. You said
Coastal Carolina, West Virginia, Texas Tech, Arizona State.
Coastal's -400. And then Texas Tech and West Virginia, right?
Yep.
All right.
I think they're both slight favorites.
West Virginia's 3.5. And then Texas Tech.
They play who do they play?
Oh, I already have Texas Tech. Wait, what am I missing?
Arizona State? Or there's only 4 teams. Coastal Carolina?
Oh, it's only 4. Okay, I was looking for a 5th one. Okay, it's plus 26-18.
Plus 26-18?
Yeah. No,
What?
I have 5 teams. Wait, Texas Tech. Did you say Arizona State?
Yeah.
Texas Tech. Oh, I have Wake Forest still on there. That's why it's so high because
I was gonna
they're
say what? I thought these were all like
no,
favorites.
it's plus 504.
Oh shit, that's pretty good.
That's not as Dusky though.
No. So I'll save that.
Hey, text plus 504 to that chat real quick then,
All
just so
right.
we. And then, you want me to go or you want to go next?
You can if you want.
All right, so I have a couple games that he mentioned. So I also have Miami. Did he say 2.5 or just 2?
He had it at 2.5.
All right, then I'll take the extra half point. North Carolina.
Or no. It was 2, but he had a money line though.
Oh, he did money line. Okay, so it is 2. Okay. So yeah, 2, and then I got North Carolina. They're hosting Wake Forest, minus 13.5. And then I got Notre Dame and Boston College under 50. That made the card. I got Florida and Arkansas over 60.5. And then did he say Northwestern minus 3?
Yeah.
I'll give him minus 2.5 because I'm taking Purdue plus 2.5.
Okay.
And then I have one big money line play for this week. I would have never thought I would be even considering walking anywhere near this team's money line at all this season. But I actually got USF. USF money line, great value this week. They've actually been playing really solid football. Like, they're not winning, but they're playing decent football the past
6
weeks. I'm trying to – I forget who they play.
They play Houston.
Yeah, they play Houston coming off a tough they played very badly against Cincinnati. So USF right now is plus 400. So you're getting 4-1 on USF playing Houston just doesn't show anything special on either side of the ball this year. Usually their defense is much better.
Too, yeah.
Yeah, usually their defense is much better than what they're doing this year. I think they're kind of over the season, don't really care, and USF has a lot to play for. Just from being a smaller school, smaller program, going up against Houston on the road too. So, yeah, plus 400. Hell yeah, give me that. I love doing like one of these games a week in college football because college football, like, you're way more likely to get a plus 400 upset than in the NFL for sure. So,
yeah. Oh yeah.
So I got those, and then I have my do or die.
Nice. Okay. Let me see this real quick. So I have a couple of plays here. Okay, good. That's what I wanted to look at. Okay. So this is to reiterate, this is just such a shitty.
Yeah, it's very bad.
But anyways, so I'm gonna look at. So we had issues recording this right away, but I would have had Central Michigan minus 5.5 on there, just for the record, not actually on my record though, or my card. Man, I was looking at Boise State, Colorado. I don't think I'm going to touch that one though. That's just a little out of where I want to be for the points there. Charlotte's playing Gardner Webb. They're minus 30. I do like that play. I'm going to add that to my card. Wake Forest in North Carolina. I mean, North Carolina's been killing everybody, right? Lately?
They had that bad loss to
Florida
State.
Yeah, that was Virginia.
But this past week was so crazy. Like, no one jumped on their spread against Duke, and they're only minus like 11.5.
Yeah, I saw that. No, I like that play. I honestly forgot to text it. I seriously did.
I should have too, but I was looking at too many games because the slate last week was so fire.
Yeah, here's the problem though. UNC plays Notre Dame at home the following week.
Oh, so you think it's a little
It
Trap
could be a trap. Could be a trap ski. I don't know though, but they could just like. Is Wake Forest that bad though? Let's see.
They've been bad.
They're
They're
4-2.
But they haven't played North Carolina, Clemson, or Notre Dame.
Yeah. No, they did play Clemson. They lost 37-13, which
Oh. Well, that's why.
I don't know what that means. That's tough, man. I'm just gonna stay away from that, I guess.
Sure.
So, and Michael took Coastal money line.
On his parlay.
Yeah, on that parlay. I kind of like. Never mind. I do like Liberty minus 33 or 32 against Western Carolina as well.
At I got it at 32.5 if you want
32.5. Okay.
32.5 if you want the extra point.
Yeah, 32.5. And then, damn, if IU could drop to 6.5, I really would take that too.
Right, that's what I'm thinking too. I'm waiting. I'm gonna be watching it all week.
Yeah, we'll see if that somehow drops. Virginia Tech, Miami. I kind of want to take Va Tech and just see if these bookmakers know what the fuck they're doing.
And just fade Michael and I.
Yeah, just see what's going on. Because, yeah, that one's I don't know. That just it smells fucking fishy as hell. I mean,
to be fair, that's like the second best game on at 12 o'clock this week. I mean, you got IU, Michigan State, and then that game, and then maybe your next best game is either Wake Forest, North Carolina, or Penn State, Nebraska. So I mean,
damn, can Kentucky put up enough points to beat? Kentucky has scored a total of 13 points in their last 2 games.
Whenever I try to fade Vanderbilt because of how bad the program is, I always get fucked. It's always like a 1-4 game.
I'm not going to touch that. I will take Fresno State minus 10 against Utah State, and I think I'm going to double down there and take them minus 5 or 5.5 in the first half as well.
Okay.
Utah.
Yeah, Utah State blows.
Yeah, and I'm going to take Appalachian State minus 16 or whatever that is.
Yep. Too.
And then, man, when we text it, we'll find out, but I might just I think I'm going to take one for the team and throw Boston College money line on my card just so it doesn't.
Wow. Just to mush it?
Just so it doesn't fucking happen, yeah.
What's up? It's at plus 425 right now.
425, all right. And then Georgia Southern minus 10 against Texas State. I think that was the last play I liked. Yeah, can't trust USC.
Pac-12 games are still kind of hard to bet.
Yeah,
throw on the card.
I kind of like Florida over Arkansas, but Arkansas has covered every single game of the week or every single game of the year. I think. Maybe not. Let me see. They may have not against A&M the other week. They did cover. So, Arkansas is yet to not cover, and they're minus 17.5 against Florida.
Right. I took the over for that.
That's interesting. I do like Oregon minus 10, though. I think they can whoop on Washington State a little bit. But
it is a big game. Like, Washington State, Oregon is like one of the rivalries of the Pac-12.
Mm-hmm. Then I like Utah minus 3 against UCLA.
Okay. And then your do or die.
And then my do or die, yeah.
All right, let's do Michael's real quick first then.
So Michael's is a 5-unit play, and he likes Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. Minus 1.5 at home against Baylor. That's honestly a pretty good play. Baylor's been pretty disappointing and nothing special at all. So I don't mind that.
Baylor has been disappointing. Oh, and he said add Boston College plus 13.5 to my card. So he's
tell him it's 14. Tell him he gets.
Oh yeah, so 14. Yeah, 14.
Yeah,
we'll have it.
He'll give
All
All
right,
right,
so who's your
I'll
do?
double check. Yeah, it's 14.
All right, who's your do or die?
My do or die is going to be a team that has had plenty of time to prepare. It's going to be Wisconsin coming back into the college football scene, going to the big house, taking on shitty Jim Harbaugh and the shitty Wolverines. Wisconsin minus 4.5. And it's going to be a 5-unit play.
Damn, that's an interesting one. What time is that game? Is that at noon?
7:30.
Oh, 7:30?
Yeah, it's obviously not. What's game day this week?
I don't know. Who would it?
Because usually it's a 7:30 game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not all the time, but usually.
That's how dog shit the slate is this week. We don't even know what game day is for our college podcast.
College game day week 10. Who is it?
It's not technically week 10 for whatever you search.
Oh yeah.
But isn't it usually a 7:30 game? I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe they're going over.
Oh wait, it says we'll be at Augusta. What?
Oh, for the Masters, they're doing it from the Masters. So no team is actual game day this week.
So they just.
Yeah, they're going to talk about every game, but at the Masters.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, there's no specific game, which they probably did on purpose because the slate this week
Yeah,
is
they looked at this slate and they're like, we're not wasting our fucking.
We're not traveling. We're not, yeah. All right. And then what's your do or die?
So let me see here. Okay, yeah, I'm doing it. It's 32.5 Liberty against.
Yeah, it's 32.5.
So this team, Western Carolina, has not fucking played yet.
This is the first game of the year?
Yeah. And Liberty just came off a massive fucking win.
Yeah.
So I think they're just going to
torch them.
Yeah, fuck this team up. What time do they play? I can't find it now.
I had it earlier. You said Liberty, right? Oh, it's right here. 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock, okay.
32.5.
Yeah, I think they win like 50 to fucking nothing. So give me that. I'll do.
How many?
I really do like this play, but
you're up like 24 and like 26 units or something like that.
Should I keep throwing like big units on these to make it interesting, or just?
It's up to you. I'm just letting you know where you're at.
I'll throw 5 units on it.
Okay.
But yeah,
I mean, even if you only put 5, like a 10, 12 unit swing in the standings is definitely still in play.
Yeah.
But all right, you got anything else for this one?
No. There are some decent. I like some of these lines though. It's just shitty games, but I do like a lot of these teams. I said
right. This is like a shark's paradise where like the bookies have to really be sharp on the shitty games because that's where a lot of people might look to try to make some money this week. But anyways, thanks again. Week 10 college football. Saturday is going to be. We're going to try to make it what it is. Might watch more golf than football, but anyways, hopefully next time we talk, I use 4-0 and Notre Dame's 7-0.
Yep.
All right, peace, y'all.
All right, later.